guys for joining me tonight. I'm Julie Samako with Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. This video, I'm going to show you how to decorate something like this, a birdhouse. A birdhouse stand. Let's decorate this. So let's get started. You guys, I got this from Carolina Pottery. This is a birdhouse I got from Carolina Pottery. I think it's awesome. It's cool, cool, cool. When I purchased it, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I've got to figure something else with it. I just got to figure something with it. So I'm going to start to decorate this. Go to carolinapottery.com, call them. If you don't see it on their website, just call them and tell them you're looking for the birdhouse. Julie with Southern Charm Wreaths sent you. They're going to love me for that. They're just going to love me for that. So go ahead. This was $19.99. We had stuff going on in the groups, getting ready. Speaking of groups, I've got this that we made in our Wreath of the Month Club group. How cute is this? It's a little Easter egg shaped basket wall hanging. So you can purchase the kit in the group, and I show you how to make it. It's so cute. All right, so I'm gonna try it on the Lazy Susan, and I might have to take it off. But the first thing I want to do, see how it's a little wobble? We'll see how it goes. The first thing I want to do is start building up my base, and I have a lot of this extra styrofoam just laying around. So what I want to do is just start trying to figure out how am I going to build this up. Build up around it. And this is like Tetris. I had it on here at one time. I had a plan, and then I took it off to move things around. And now I feel like I'm playing a game of Tetris. I think we'll do this. Let me get my little trusty knife. Doesn't matter. All right, so we're just going to trim this off a little bit. Doesn't have to be exact. And then I'm going to go ahead and start putting hot glue on this. Do I need these flowers? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm giving Barbara ideas. Well, that's the plan. That's the plan, Barbara. Y'all know I've got 2 Yorkies that have to join the conversation every time I do a Facebook Live. So I'm putting some glue on here. And there's so much dripping. Just going to put a little bit of moss on there. All right, so we've got one little piece down. We'll go ahead and put some on the other. I'm just using Spanish moss just to kind of get the little glue drips. I'm trying not to get burned. Thanks, Jude, for sharing. All right, so now that I've got this, do you see the base here? You see how it's not perfect. It doesn't look that pretty, but we'll cover it up. So what I'm going to do is some more moss. I'm going to look for my floral pins, and I'll probably get this out of the glue pan so that it doesn't melt. I don't know where my wooden spoon is that I like to use. So we're just going to cover this up. Just pinning all of the Spanish moss. Tina's asking about the steel pick machine. Absolutely, it is worth investing. If this is what you do and you love it and you like to create, then absolutely invest in things that make your work and your job faster. Because let's be honest, sometimes, you know, your mind starts to go when you get older. You're like halfway through what you're working on, you're like, wait a minute, what was I doing? I mean, I even do that going to get something to drink. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I in the kitchen? Y'all know what I mean. That middle-aged, that menopause mind. I'm not covering up the whole thing. Just enough to give the illusion. My favorite greenery of all time. I got this from no, where did I get this? I got this from Trendy Tree. This was the greenery I posted a few, last week, I think, and it sold out within minutes. So I'm just going to start cutting these off. When you look for greenery, you look for, first of all, I've heard a lot of people complain that they don't like plastic. And I'm like, what? Because, girl, I like it. First of all, it lasts. And this, it doesn't fade as fast as silk flowers. I love that I mean, I'm in the South. Humid. It gets like 100 degrees here some days. You know, my door faces the sun, and it works great for me. I just love it. And this has got a bunch of different colors. It's got, you know, different shades of green, and it's got, you know, berries, and it's got all the different foliages going on. Let me turn my screen so I don't forget that I'm zoomed in. This is just a regular Lazy Susan. I purchased it off of Amazon. I've seen a lot of people, some people use the cake decorating Lazy Susans. To me, they were too thin. I'm just shaping my pieces, bringing them to life. You're going to shake hands with all the stems. Definitely plastic looks more realistic than it used to back in the day. What, I don't even know what that means, but you know, that's what they say. Back in the day, I'm just going to start attaching. Who is coming to Wreath Makers Live? We get to see you in person. So the other thing we were working on today was getting ready for our wreath retreat. That will be coming up next month. That will be in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we were planning all the things for that. We got some surprises going on. Next, actually tomorrow. I hope it's not tonight. I hope I didn't get, no, tomorrow. Like all of a sudden, wait a minute, is it tonight? Tomorrow we have, I'd like to get my attendees on a live call so we can see each other's face, we can talk to each other, ask everybody where they're from, what are they excited about, what do they want to learn about, so that we can not feel so, you know, intimidated when we go there. Because, you know, a lot of times we're traveling, we don't know anyone. At least that's how I am. I'm an introvert, believe it or not. Until I have to be an extrovert. Bonnie is coming to both of them. Y'all, Bonnie is hilarious. Bonnie, you need to come over here and be doing a Facebook Live with me. I run into her at Carolina Pottery all the time. In the ribbon aisle. Buying all the things. Betty, girlfriend, you are divulging too much information. Y'all, she's joking. We went to a mastermind event where Damon had gotten a party bus for all of us to ride around in New Orleans to get back and forth. And there was a pole inside the party bus, and they tried to get me on that pole. I was like, no, 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 no. And you know they had all their cameras ready. I was like, I will not be getting on that. The only way I'd get on that is if we slam into a brick wall and I face plant it. I was like, I am not getting on that pole. Because I could just see the circulation of the photos around the intranet. That would probably not be good for business. Just saying. Although maybe it would. Maybe it would increase sales. I think I've got one more place over here. Right there. Yep, I was the DJ while we were on that trip. I was the one playing all the tunes on my phone, streaming it through the Bluetooth of the van. So the Hubs is a wedding DJ here in the Columbia, South Carolina area, so I know a thing or two about music, so that was fun. All right, so here we have stuff. I've got a few pieces that fell off. I'm just going to save those. I always like to use those last minute. So we're off to a good start. You guys could stop right here, couldn't you, and have a really cute arrangement. I think I want some of this in there, and I think I want some of this. So this is from Trendy Tree. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of this. Thank you, everybody, for helping answer questions for those latecomers. You could use this arrangement for what? Help me out. Wedding, Easter. I might put mine on my kitchen island. Don't want all of these leaves. I'm trying to keep a little bit of an airy feel. Okay, let's see. I definitely want to, I think I'm going to include some of this. So let me pull it out, make sure not to forget it. All right, so we've got, oh wait, we've got one more piece. Let's just go ahead and use this guy. Let's see, where am I going to put him? Okay, that's good. All right, so now let me zoom up just a little bit more so that we can see the full arrangement. So we see that we've got the birdhouse, and we've now got a little arrangement on the bottom. Here is what we have on the sides. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is start to put some of this going up. Or do I want a bow at the top? Maybe. We'll see. Definitely want some of this. This is another piece from Trendy Tree. It's just a curly branch. Don't know how much I want of this, so let's see, how much do we want? Okay. I love that this is wired. Thank you, Julie, for sharing. got one more piece. So we're just adding a little bit of height, trying to get something going up the side of the stake of the birdhouse. I'll put this guy in the back. Thank you, Miss Dina. And I also have this. Let's see, what else do I have? I have this. Oh, this would be pretty too. Let's put some of this in here. I'm trying to decide. So the other thing too I could put is a bow. Underneath. I don't think not for right now, no. All right, so I'm going to put some of this. This is real. I purchased this wholesale, but don't you love the long tails of this? And this is a penta blossom, if that's how you pronounce it. Let's see if this is going to be. Do you just enjoy making? I mean, I just get into the zone. Escape my life and my dinner chores and house chores. You come home from a hard day's work and you just want to make. Am I the only one? Crafted is so therapeutic. Hold on, we're getting tangled up. I think I'm going to do one more piece for now. This is not for this arrangement. And I don't think this is either yet. I'm probably going to use this. How cute is this? It's starting to look really cute. All right, so now I've got more of this. I'm just going to trim them a little bit shorter to bring some of that blue throughout the arrangement. So we're just bringing some of that blue down into the bottom. The only thing I don't have is a bird. I don't think I have a bird, which would look amazing perched, wouldn't it? Maybe one more piece. Isn't that cute? Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. All right, so the other thing I want to add, so let me put this out of the way. And I want to add, I could add a little bit more of this on the sides. It's got a lot of good greenery. Okay, so let me just see, I've got one more piece. And I'm just gonna spin it around to see where there's negative space, meaning where is there just a dark spot that feels like it needs to be brightened up. And that's where I'm gonna put this guy. Okay, do you see how it's just filling up? You could stop right here if you wanted, This is so cute. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Let's bend this guy. And another great thing with soap flowers is they can be bent. You can bend them any way you want. So if you think that some things are bending out too far, all right, so we've got that. My gosh, that's so cute. Save your leaves because we're going to need to fill in. Oh, I've got one more little piece. One more little piece. Where do we want him? I think I'm going to trim this one short. So what other colors would you put in here? Yellow would be pretty. Lime green would be pretty. Lavender. All right. And so I have this cherry blossom. Oh yeah, I have this thing too. This is cute. That's cute. Right. And then I've got this cherry blossom. Let me check this out. So I'm just going to go through and look at what I have and figure out, this thing might be too drapey. Yeah, I'd probably have to wire this guy to stand up too much. Okay, so let's put this guy to the side. And we have this. So we can add some hot pink. And we have this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So this came from Carolina Pottery. Looks like I paid $3.99 for this. I'm still toying with the bow. I just feel like if I put the bow up there, that's where all my eye will just be drawn to that, and I will miss all of the pretty flowers underneath it. But it definitely needs something up there, so I'm just still trying to figure that part out. All right, do I want this that long? All right, let's see if I want it that long. Yeah. So let's see. Yep, you can make this with real flowers if you wanted to for your front porch. So if I were going to do that, I'd probably just go ahead and pull off the base and stick it down in a planter. So let me tell you all about my Vegas trip. How about that? Went to Vegas, and do you know, first of all, that I'm afraid to fly? And it's not so much that I'm afraid of the flight part. Like, I'm not afraid of crashing, believe it or not. I get anxiety going through the baggage, the TSA stuff. And I mean, I don't know why. There's no logical reason. But just the thought of, the rushing and disrobing and all of the things that come along with that. You know what I mean? Like taking your shoes off and making sure your pockets are empty. And it seems like every time I go through there, I also get pulled over so they can look through my stuff. Nothing is ever found. But I bring it on myself just because I'm worried about it. But anyway, so that was, every time I fly, I've got this like anxious feeling. Once I get up in the air, once we take off, I get up in the air and I start reading or whatever, I feel better. I'm fine. But it's just all getting there to that point. So we did that, got up in the air, flew, a fear that I had to conquer. And then we get there, and it's at the Nicole Walters Mastermind. So she treats us to dinner, and one of the surprises that we had was to go up in that, I don't know what it's called, the Link. It just looks like an overgrown size Ferris wheel, basically. And I'm afraid of heights. I mean, literally, my hotel room's on the 56th floor and 53rd floor, and I can't even hardly look out the window without getting like woozy. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, is this not the cutest thing? So anyway, she says, we're going on the Ferris wheel, the Link, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh. Well, I'm afraid of I'm afraid of heights, and so I let everybody know that I'm afraid of heights, but guess what? I'm doing it anyway, because that's my motto, doing it scared. Growing my business, I do it scared. I don't know what the heck I'm doing half the time. I just feel like something I got to do. Y'all, any of you grow in a business out there, just know, follow your gut. Just follow your gut, and you cannot go wrong. And that's what I've been doing. Anyway, so I'm doing it scared, and I'm thinking to myself, well, there is no way that I'm going to chicken out in front of Nicole Walters. That's not going to be me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I decided I'd get on and just position myself in the center of the, it's a pod. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's not like a regular Ferris wheel. It's a pod. So we fit, I don't know what, 30 people on there, and we just stand. Sometimes they have bars, but we just stood in the center. I stood in the center and surrounded myself with people. I'm like, just talk to me. Like, if I don't see outside, I'll be fine. Every now and then, I'd catch myself looking outside of the window, looking how high we are, and thinking to myself, what am I doing? What am I doing? But then, I got through it. People were supportive. It was an adventure. I was really glad that I did it. I'm going to make sure that I don't come over too far. I these things. Thanks. Thanks, Nicole, for being proud of me. I was pretty proud of myself. It was fun. Got to see, you know, meet a lot of new business owners and get to know everybody and talk shop. That's the best thing about going on these business trips, is that I meet other business owners and we can talk shop. Because let's be honest, our families can only take so much of it before they're like, gosh, if you talk about another Facebook algorithm change or another Etsy shop update, I think I will barf. So it's fun just to get to, you know, with other other business owners and just talk, compare notes, people who get you, right? All right, so this is looking good. So we need to work on the sides, which is kind of hard to see when you're not bending over. All right, so we got some of this. I got this from Trendy Tree. Cute, cute, cute. More pink, a little more pink. And do these slide up and down? Yes, they do. Awesome. So for those of you who are coming to the Wreath Makers Live, remember that is the best time to make friends. Those business buddies. That's what I call them, business buddies. Those are the best times to make those friends who get you. So many people have formed relationships from last year, and they're actually gone into business with each other, which I love to hear that. I love to hear how the events that I've put on or we put on for the community help to just elevate each other. Okay, this one is going to go pretty long right here at the top. You guys, if you're coming to Wreath Makers Live, please make sure to come and give me a hug. We always do the virtual hugs. We need the real hugs. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. We've got another long piece. Just going to get rid of some of that greenery on the bottom of that stem because we already have enough greenery. I think what I'm going to do is just concentrate on the sides and then figure out what I want to do for the top. I'm not quite sure. See, how am I going to attach this up here? I've got to think real quick. Let's go ahead and wire these together. I need somehow to tie this in up here. Okay, I think I'm just going to staple this up here. I'm going to staple it right there. Hopefully it's not going to fall apart. Might have to put this on the ground so I can get better leverage. cute. All right, so now just to cover up this part right here, I think what I'm going to do is pull off some of these flowers and just glue them up there. Let's see if I can find something. There's that. And we'll do some pink. Let's try that. So I'm just trying to cover up that glue. And the bind wire that we used, y'all, I'm in the zone. I am in the zone. So we, in the Wreath of the Month Club, we have some Etsy selling tips, but we don't have step-by-step walkthrough. That is in the Wreath of the Month, I mean, that is my business group. All right, you guys, look at that. How cute is that? You could put a little piece of the blue if you wanted to. Let's see if I can get that up there. Somebody's saying a welcome sign on the birdhouse would look really cute. So we've just taken the blue up to the top. Now I'm looking around. We don't have any, I don't have any birds. I don't have any birds. But I do have little butterflies that I'm going to use. We need a bright orange butterfly. I love adding critters for spring stuff, don't you? Forgot to take the sticker off of the wing of the butterfly. I'm like, why are you got a shadow there? Okay. How cute is that? I'll go ahead and add one on the back as well. Okay. Hello, little fella. You have a new home. I might put one at the top as well. Let's do yellow. You guys, I know y'all can do this. Does this inspire you? I still have to clean up the sides. Evelyn, I don't have a bird. And this is melted. I couldn't find one in my stash. Probably need to go buy a bird to put on here. Wait, we need to turn the butterfly around because he's not gonna angle downward. He needs to angle upward. There. Okay, so these butterflies are long sticks, so I could put them coming out of the sides if I needed to. So for example, if I wanted to have a couple coming out of the side. And angle it this way. How cute is this guy right here? You guys, where would you put this arrangement? We'll do one more. This would be really pretty for a bridal centerpiece, or I'm planning on putting it in my kitchen. You could put this on your front stoop, front porch, whatever you call it. And then I'll zoom in, let you see the butterflies flying in action. Okay, so let me zoom in. And I'll find one right here. Do you see him? How cute is that? How cute is that? And then there's one right here, flying around. And then there's one right here, flying around. And then I've got one on the back. And then we've got some on the front. And then we've got just a little bit of greenery at the top. Since I didn't have a bird, we could pull some of the greenery up there. So those are the extra pieces that were falling off anyway. Might as well just use them. So let me just show you, we've got a little bit on the sides. Oops, trying not to grab a butterfly. That I feel like needs to just be greened. I like to call it greened. So what I'm going to do is use our leftover leaves. So don't throw away all of the leaves. We want to keep some of them. So I'm going to use this. Remember, this is what we cut our white flowers off with. I'm just going to trim these, and I'm going to use these short. And these are going to fill in on the sides where we can see the foam. If you enjoy tutorials like this, join us in our Wreath Making of the Month Club. We do about 4 a month. And we have over 150 tutorials in the Wreath of the Month Club group, which includes all the holidays, all seasons, and you get access to all of that with your membership. You also get access to our exclusive Facebook group where we run challenges, talk about where to get supplies. Try not to put glue, my hair in the glue. So I'm just concentrating on the side, because I do not want to see any foam. So I've cut these extra leaves really short. Oh, that's a great idea. Somebody said ivy would be really beautiful hanging from the top down. Oh, somebody says a little bit of moss coming out of the hole. Look at that. How sweet would that be? Absolutely. Well, because you know they have to use the moss to make their nest. Cuteness. But thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that you are a blessing to me. I hope I'm a blessing to you. And thanks for sharing and loving and caring and coming back to the page and supporting us. I truly appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon.